What's up, guys? Be by Mash UK Speed VR. So, a lot has changed in the last week. We've got the Varjo Aero with the VR optician lens inserts, which is very nice. I'll talk about that in a bit. We got the Logitech X56 HOTAS, very nice. I've had to remove my handbrake to get that in, but that's not a problem because I'm going to fit it there anyway in the upright position. Yeah, I thought I'd go back to a proper HOTAS. The X56 was at a good price. It looks absolutely wicked. It's a lot nicer than the previous one I had. I know you're all waiting for me to say what I think about the Aero, but we'll get there in a minute. The other thing I've had is the GRS flight yoke for the Star Wars machine. I'm just waiting for my sticker to turn up. I'll be doing a video on this because there's something not quite right and I want to share it with the community just to see if they're having the same issues that I'm having. It's a really nice stick. It is definitely far superior to the stock because all this is metal, but it definitely feels better, but we'll talk about that in a bit. So the Varjo Aero took a week to arrive, which was great. That's what you get in the box. High performance comes naturally. Well, it didn't to start with. Had a few issues, but we got there in the end. So yeah, it took a week to arrive, which was surprising because I bought it on the day that they announced it was 50% off, and I thought, right, I'm going to get my order in now because I would imagine they are going to be bombarded with orders in the next 24 hours. And apparently they were, but I was in there pretty quick, so big up to VR Flight Sim guy for getting that out. I've had my eye on the Aero for a long time, and like I say, it was in my shopping basket every night, and fucking hell, it was like, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I kept emptying it. But for the price, once you've bought the base stations, I got one there. I got one over here, which is turned off at the minute. And with all the bits and pieces like the lens inserts and the old Vive controllers, which everybody hates, but I love. I really do. I like them. And they were £40 each, mint. Good old eBay. That base station brand new from Overclockers. That base station there is second hand, £109 with the two controllers, so 189 quid for the two. Anyhow, so I'm all set up for VR. So the Aero, because of all the hype, you're going to see a difference when you put it on. But if you're like me, your expectations would be very, very high. And when I first put it on, I thought, right, this isn't as comfortable as my Quest Pro, so it's going back. The resolution is not far off a G2, but with a better sweet spot. And I had all these thoughts going through my head, and I had connection issues with Steam, and I forgot how shit Steam VR is. But once I dialed it all in and I got some sleep, I put it on and I went into Microsoft Flight Simulator, and within about 15 minutes it was like, this ain't like the G2. This is better than the G2. Everything looked photorealistic. Going down the canyons in America in the F-14B in VR with this headset, you know, with the 4090, so everything's ramped up, and I'm running at 39 ppd, pixels per degree, which is the highest you can go on the Aero, which is basically super sampling, but they call it ppd, and it's quite good how they've done it because they've split it out into sections. There's 35, 37, 39. I got it running at 39 for Microsoft Flight Sim and DCS, and it looks photorealistic, especially at high altitude. I flew from Birmingham, I went right across, all the way down through Oxford and Stratford and all the way down to the south coast, past Bournemouth, and it was just, I was in it for about 2 hours, locked in. I was getting between 60 and 80 frames per second, which was really smooth as well. You know, the software for the Varjo runs really well. It runs on the GPU itself, so you know, you're not going through software on the OS through to the GPU. You know, you're cutting out that one hop, and because it's so well optimized for performance, I was getting about 10 to 11 frames per second more in Flight Sim at a higher resolution than what I was getting on the Quest Pro, and it's beautiful, really is. DCS runs really nice. I spend a lot of my time in Microsoft Flight Sim at the minute because there's more to do in it. Racing. The most impressive sim on this headset to me at the minute is Assetto Corsa. The original, not ACC, Assetto Corsa. It looked incredible stock, right? But when I put on Salt and the shader pack, fucking, it's just fucking unreal, unbelievable. Automobilista 2 looked really nice, but I don't think it looked as nice as Assetto Corsa. I don't know why. It's a different engine, older game. You know, it should. I don't know. Assetto Corsa. I think the frame rates help with it as well. Everything's just so smooth. It's always been the best racing game that supports VR. That along with iRacing, closely followed by AMS2. So across the board, on the sims, the racing sims, it's fantastic. And it's only going to get better for me because I've got an eye test booked in next week. Because the one thing I realised with the Aero is it's hard to explain. They recommend that your spectacles, if you've got a mixed subscription, you should be using the subscription you use for like long distance, like your driving glasses. And looking at my physical monitor in my driving glasses and then putting my headset on and looking at the desktop through the headset, it was absolutely perfect. So, but it wasn't as clear as I wanted it to be, and that's because my prescription is wrong for my driving glasses. It always has been, and I should have gone back to the opticians 2 years ago and said, look, I don't think something's right here, because it's not as good as my previous prescription, but I couldn't be asked. So I know my vision can improve with a new prescription, and that's being sorted next week. So the lenses that I've got in here, the VR optician lenses, those are Plano. There's no prescription on those. They're just there to stop my glasses from scratching the lenses in the headset. But once I get my prescription sorted, I will be using VR opticians again to have proper prescription lenses. But for now, I just bought the Planos to protect the lenses, because you don't want to scratch. You don't want to scratch your lenses with your glasses, because then you're fucked, aren't you? So it's only going to get better for me. But like I say, when you first put it on, if you've had a G2 before, you'll think, you know what, this is very, very similar to the G2, and it is, but it doesn't really become apparent until you've given it a few hours on your head, and that's when you start to see the differences, because the G2 is 2160 by 2160, and I think the resolution on this is 26 something by 25 something. I don't know, I can't remember. So it's not that much of a jump, but because of the lenses and the sweet spot, it's great. I figured out what the comfort issue was. So it's as comfortable now as it was with my Pro. It's just that the Pro's easier to put on. What else? The price is perfect, especially if you've already got base stations. You're laughing. So yeah, so thumbs up to the Aero. This has only been on the rig today. It arrived last night. It's really nice. X56 Logitech. So yeah, so I'm all set. But I haven't been doing a lot of sim racing on the Aero. I've been mainly playing Microsoft Flight Simulator. I haven't tried things like room scale VR or anything like that, because I haven't really got the room in here, to be honest. But I might fire up Half-Life Alyx and see how it looks. But I'm keeping the Quest Pro for streaming downstairs into the living room. So I'm not selling that. I might take a look at the Quest 3 for the same purpose, just streaming downstairs into the living room. Because the Aero is specifically for simulation, because it is quite big. It's evenly balanced, but you wouldn't want to be running around with this on your head, as comfortable as it is. But the Quest Pro and the Quest 3 is ideal for, your first person shooters and your Beat Saber and all that sort of stuff, because it's quite small and lightweight. So there you have it. Thumbs up for the Aero. Big thumbs up for the X56 HOTAS. Lots of knobs and buttons and switches. Yeah. So, you got any questions? Let me know. But look at this. Now, it's not the way it's attached, because that's solid. But in the centre there's a column, and I've had it apart and it's loose and there's no way of tightening it, and I want to know if anyone else is having the same. Don't notice it when you're playing, but I know it's there and it's going to bug me, and for 200 quid, you know, it's got to be perfect, you know what I mean? So could be going back, who knows. So yeah, any questions, put them in the chat, leave a message, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll get back to you later.